Buckingham Palace is indeed filled with beautiful and valuable pieces that are considered priceless and irreplaceable. All of these items represent a big part of the history and culture of the country. It is good to know that there's a place like Buckingham Palace that holds treasures that give us a glimpse of what life was like before and the masterpieces that we often just read in history books. In this last part of this episode, let's get to know more about Queen Elizabeth's most prized possessions. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and tap the bell button so you won't miss any of our videos. Queen Elizabeth II was often recognized for her distinctive royal style, which prominently featured her handbag. Whether attending state visits, royal tours, or celebrations, the Queen was seldom seen without her London purse by her side. Her handbag was a constant companion wherever she went. London, a British luxury leather goods company founded by Sam Lawner in 1940, became closely associated with the Queen's signature accessory. The company received a royal warrant in 1968, officially recognizing it as a supplier to the royal family. Queen Elizabeth II's affinity for Lawner bags began in the 1950s, when she received her first one from her mother, Queen Elizabeth the Queen Mother. Impressed by its design and durability, she became a devoted customer. Two favorite models of Lawner bags, the Royale and the Traviata, were particularly beloved by the Queen for their long handles. Crafted from patent leather, each bag took approximately 8 hours to create and was available in various vibrant colors, though Her Majesty preferred the black patent styles. The Queen customized her bags with special features like longer handles to avoid creasing her gloves, silk linings to match her outfits, or extra pockets for personal items. Besides being fashion accessories, the Queen's handbags had another important role: communication tools. She used subtle signals with her bags to show when she wanted to end a conversation or leave an event. For example, placing her bag on a table meant she wanted to leave within 5 minutes. Although we don't know the exact value of the Queen's Lawner bag collection, estimates say it could be worth around £400,000, with each bag averaging at £2,000. Like the Queen herself, her handbags witnessed many significant events and moments of her reign, making her collection a remarkable symbol of her life and legacy. When it comes to gardens, Buckingham Palace Garden stands out as an extraordinary oasis within London. Covering about 16 hectares, it's a haven for a diverse range of plants, animals, and historical features. Its history dates back to the 17th century when James II tried to grow mulberry trees for silk production, but it didn't work out due to using the wrong type of mulberry bush. Today, the garden proudly hosts various types of mulberry trees, including the National Collection of Mulberries. In 1761, George III acquired Buckingham House, turning it into Buckingham Palace and including its garden as part of the royal property. During his time, the garden was home to exotic animals like an elephant and one of England's earliest zebras. In the 19th century, under George IV's rule, the garden underwent significant changes, including adding a lake and an artificial mound. Recent renovations in the 20th and 21st centuries introduced new features like a tennis court while keeping its natural beauty. The garden is rich in biodiversity, with 325 wild plant species, 30 species of breeding birds, and over 1,000 trees, including majestic plane trees and various oak species. It's a refuge for London's native birds, offering a peaceful sanctuary in the middle of the urban area. The Royal Garden is also used for official entertainment and celebrations. Garden parties are a tradition dating back to Queen Victoria's time. Additionally, the garden hosts concerts, receptions, investitures, and state visits. While the Royal Garden is usually open to the public for a limited time each year, typically from July to October, visitors can explore its beauty at their own pace or join guided tours. They can also have a leisurely picnic on the expansive lawns overlooking the palace after their tour. Queen Victoria's gold piano in Buckingham Palace is an exceptional piece of musical and artistic history housed in the White Drawing Room. It gained attention on social media when the public spotted it in the background as the Queen delivered her annual Royal Christmas message. This piano was made by S&P Erard, a renowned French firm known for crafting high-quality pianos for many notable composers and performers of the 19th century, including Chopin, Liszt, Mendelssohn, and Wagner. Erard was also credited with inventing the double escapement action, allowing rapid repetition of a single key and facilitating more virtuosic playing. Determining the value of the piano is challenging due to its unique hand-painted masterpiece status with historical and sentimental significance. However, comparing it with other Erard grand pianos from the same era, it could be valued around £138,000, approximately $175,000. The piano was commissioned for Queen Victoria in 1856, reflecting her and her husband, Prince Albert's shared passion for music. They often played duets together and welcomed musical guests like Felix Mendelssohn, one of the Queen's preferred composers. While the piano is not a standard model, it is a remarkable creation, reflecting royal taste and elegance. Constructed from mahogany, satinwood, and pine with brass and gilt bronze mounts, its case is adorned with gold leaf gilding and painted by François Theodore Rochard, a miniature painter in the service of the royal family. The paintings portray cherubs and monkeys playing musical instruments and engaging in mischief, following a style known as singerese. The royal corgis were Pembroke Welsh corgi dogs owned by Queen Elizabeth II and her parents, King George VI and Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother. The Queen's love for corgis began in her childhood after meeting the Marquis of Bath's children's corgis. From 1933 to 2018, during her reign, the late Queen had over 30 corgis, making them iconic symbols of the British monarchy. Even after their passing, their images are immortalized in art pieces like a sculpture, photos, and paintings. The first royal corgi, Dookie, was brought home by King George VI in 1933. There was a photo from George VI's album showing the young Queen with Dookie and another corgi named Jane at Balmoral Castle. After Dookie and Jane passed away, Susan became the Queen's first Pembroke Welsh corgi, given as a gift on her 18th birthday in 1944. The bond between Queen Elizabeth II and Susan, her first Pembroke Welsh corgi, was indeed strong, so much so that Susan even accompanied the princess on her honeymoon with Prince Philip, hidden under blankets in the royal carriage. This deep bond extended to Queen Elizabeth's involvement in a program of Pembroke Welsh corgi breeding at Windsor Castle. Personally overseeing the breeding program, Her Majesty ensured that her carefully bred purebred puppies proudly bore the Windsor Kennel name. Remarkably, Susan became the ancestral matriarch to all of Queen Elizabeth's corgis, marking her significance in the royal corgi lineage. The Queen's corgis were more than just pets. They were cherished companions and confidants. They accompanied her on official trips, stayed with her at various royal residences, and even greeted guests and dignitaries. Within Buckingham Palace, the corgis enjoyed a privileged life, with a specially designed room dedicated to their comfort, affectionately known as the Corgi Room. This room was a testament to the Queen's love and care for her beloved canine companions, providing them with a space where they could relax and enjoy their royal lifestyle to the fullest. The royal corgis lived a life of luxury and care, with a disciplined regimen for their meals, health, and grooming. They were served in their dishes, which were approved by veterinary experts, ensuring their dietary needs were met. Additionally, they had their own wicker baskets for rest and relaxation, adding to their comfort and well-being. These beloved corgis were not just pets, but also celebrities in their own right. They made appearances on magazine covers, stamp coins, and television shows, captivating the hearts of people worldwide. In a memorable moment, 3 of the beloved royal corgis participated in the opening ceremony of the 2012 London Olympics, escorting Queen Elizabeth II and James Bond to a helicopter that supposedly transported them to the stadium, adding a touch of royal charm to the event. Despite the loss of Queen Elizabeth II, her legacy lives on through her 2 corgis, a Cocker Spaniel, and a Dorgie, continuing the tradition of royal companionship and affection within the Windsor household. With all these valuable possessions, now we understand why Buckingham Palace is worth $5 billion. And this is just a rough estimate, because many of these belongings are priceless. No amount of money in the world can buy many of its historical pieces and artworks. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button to stay on the latest videos.